Ladies.
But we got to talk about change. And I don't mean too much. Some of y'all remember.
Some dreams are in the nighttime, and some seem like yesterday, but leaves turn brown and fade. Ships sail away. You long to say 1,000 words, but seasons change. It feels like it's forever. No reason for emptiness, but time just runs away. No more day by day. You dream again, it seems in vain when seasons change. I want you, I want to feel.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, seasons change. I've been wanting to play expose for a long time. I know a lot of y'all forgot about expose. Shame on y'all. Y'all know they could sing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, we've got to talk. What do we got to talk about? We got to talk about the misunderstanding many of you have. So let's give you a better understanding, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, every corporation, major corporation, let's do that, not the mom and pops, because I promise you, I don't sell your information. I don't have a reason to. I don't trade it, I don't barter it. None of my companies, I don't permit it because I'm a staunch advocate that your property is yours. That's why even with the setting up of the trust, this took a lot of thinking. How could we help protect people's property without taking control of their property? Because we had so many people accuse us. You're taking, you're selling my securities. And I really wanted to say you stupid. You know, I really wanted to do that, but I couldn't. I had to let them go ahead and believe what they believe. Because, you know, it does what it is, and they live in the same house, and they ain't going nowhere. Oh, stupid. Stupid is what it is, and it does what it is, and, you know, stupid is stupid. So I can't help stupid people. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have no nefarious purposes with your information. I don't care about your information. Most of you are broke anyway. Why would I want to take from you? You see, when you want to scam somebody, it's the dumb people who go after the people who ain't got nothing. You guys come to this channel because you ain't got nothing. Okay, my job is to help you see that you have a lot more than you thought you had. I have several people who have credits on their account. Now, one person has emailed me and said, "You know what? I'm finally getting it. You don't give us all the information at once, but eventually you give us everything." He was trying to say there's a method to the madness. Some of you all get it. Some of you have been getting it all this time. That's why you'll hear me say, those of you who know what to do with this information. You see, there are some people who know what to do with the information. You know what I'm saying? Because it's meant for them. It ain't meant for everybody. Because everybody ain't on the same level. So let's talk for a second, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, all of these major companies, they barter, trade, sell, hold on to your information. Hold on now. That's your property interest. Just focus on that phrase right there. Look up what property interest means, and then have a AI model, GPT model, break it down to you so that you can understand it. Nobody has a right to barter, trade, sell, or make a profit off property interest. Not without your consent, not without just compensation. But the court said they need to do that because blah blah blah. No, 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 no. It's all right for them to have your name on a piece of paper. Whew. Stop getting that wrong idea. They can have your name on a piece of paper, but wait. What they cannot do is take that name, whether it's in all caps or otherwise, and make a profit on it. Trade it, sell it, market it, store it. You got all these websites. How we use your information? How you use my information? That's right. You're a custodian. You just admitted you're a custodian. How you lose my information. Pay attention. Anybody who takes your information, stores it, sells it, trades it, borrows it, they are custodians. They're not principals. They're not in charge. Their contracts don't control Dolomite. Dolomite. I remember Dolomite. Anyway, I do want y'all to pay attention. It's absolutely necessary that you pay attention. It is your property interests that they are not permitted to barter, trade, sell. So we created a trust where you put your interest into the trust. Go to a simple website. Redressright.me. That's simple. Oh, there is no support for redressright.me. Redressright.me is put there for you guys. However, if there is something that isn't quite right on redressright.me, don't complain. Just say, well, we can't have perfection right now because he ain't got time to be working on all of this. He's taking care of too many other things, so I'm gonna let that go. Because I ain't got no other choice. If I try to bring it to his attention, he just gonna cop an attitude. I'm not a cop. I ain't gonna cop no attitude, but I'm sure gonna give you one because I love heights. See the mountains? I love heights. I love altitudes. Ladies, hold on. Some of y'all don't understand. Give me a second. I told y'all we go there. In What y'all don't remember, explain it to them.
Beat down, brother, check it out, I'm about to throw down. Dick in hand, this shit that has you turned down. A little city, chillin' in the North Bay. Needless to say, my boys don't play, fool. Yorker side, and you know how the song goes. In the back, sippin' purple chongos. Don't look for trouble, but it always seems to find us. 40 gripping pennies, sippin', and it seems to right behind us. Quick left, one blow, KO. Hit the road to the next episode. In the saga
Next
of a few
episode, y'all, where do you
fellas.
think
Oh,
they
what
got
the
it
hell?
from?
I guess I better tell ya. It's Friday night, I got a brand new kit on. A fentanyl for me to get bent on. Hit the country club to pick up ML.
Where you going?
Back to the hotel.
Back to the hotel. All right. So when you hear me say back to the hotel, in too deep is where that comes from. If you didn't get it, some of y'all understand, but most of y'all didn't get it. So if you hear me go, oh, back to the hotel, that's what we're doing. Back to the hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the hotel. Just so that you understand, I'm a music connoisseur. So that if you didn't get it, and I loved them too deep at the time. They were all right. They came in right at the right time. Their style came in right at the right time. Okay. Anywho, back to the hotel. Many of you are not fully getting the arbitration understanding. Not fully getting the property interest. Ladies and gentlemen, doesn't matter what mortgage company you have, they trade, barter, sell, and store your data, and they make a profit off it. No matter what mortgage company, it's not the mortgage that's the issue. So don't bring up the mortgage because this arbitration contract doesn't have anything to do with the mortgage. So let me tell you what one guy did. And I didn't tell him to do this. He just realized it from listening to the videos. He has a mega pack. He took and he quick claim deed his property into this mega pack. He already did the research. He found out that technically the bank didn't even own his property. And he put it in a trust of his mega pack. His mega pack has an arbitration. Now that he can bring with the mortgage. Why? Because that's not TCAA. That's the EeoN Foundation with the mega pack. So that he can bring issues with the mortgage. And that nothing they can say about it. Because we can prove that the note is a security. Hold on. Let's do this. I really is curious, and I want y'all. Let's get curious. Let's get curious and find out what. Let's get serious. Wake up. Did you know that a mortgage is a security when traded on the market? Question mark. When associated with agreement? Question mark. When associated with a pooling and servicing agreement, comma, no matter who the parties are? Question mark. Thank you for documenting the fact that a mortgage is a security. Did you know that the mortgage and the note are inseparable? Stop listening. That's why produced note defenses and challenges to firms, mortgage electronic registration systems, as nominee have succeeded in some jurisdictions. The security interest is bifurcated from the debt instrument through securitization, and the party attempting to foreclose often lacks legal interest, requiring enforcement because it's a security. They don't own it anymore and converted it to a security. Ladies and gentlemen, time. You know, since I've been away, because she ain't got no plans, y'all. Oh, no, 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 no. You know what's happening? The sound of the rain. She's got a window pane, y'all. It's slowly driving her insane. Slowly driving her insane. She's going town, going downtown. Okay, that's 6:34. That means that I got to get ready for a meeting. That's what that alarm is for. That's my alarm. Yes, that's my alarm. Hey, what a better alarm to, say, hey, I got to get ready to than to go back and listen to both Mary J. Blige and sometimes I will like, and then sometimes, hold on now, sometimes I'll do my Rolls Royce. Okay, I love me some Rolls Royce. That's why you heard it. I love some Rolls Royce. Y'all know me and Rolls Royce. Me and Rolls Royce go a long way back. Okay, Bloodstone, Brownstone. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, yes, a mortgage and a promissory note are inseparable. This is a Hornbook law. They frequently they're frequently obscured in the securitization practice. Wake up. No, no, they're not obscured. Comma, if the mortgage is a note and the note is a mortgage, and the note is, then it's a security. Stop listening. Ladies and gentlemen, mortgage and note are inseparable. Then they are security. Because the mortgage, if it's traded on the market, is security. If the note follows the mortgage, and that is Hornbook law, then it's a security. Stop doing all these stupid arguments. You guys are arguing the wrong thing. It's a security. I don't care what you say, Your Honor. You don't get to defeat this. You have to prove it. If they follow each other, it doesn't matter if I'm part of the pooling and servicing agreement, whether or not you believe it, whether or not someone, this ain't got nothing to do with pooling and servicing agreement. It's everything to do with a security. You cannot foreclose on a security because there are too many owners. Security is traded. All of those investors are owners. It doesn't matter if there's a pooling and servicing agreement. It doesn't matter if there's a trustee. It doesn't matter. It's a security. Let me explain why it doesn't matter if there's a trustee. Yeah, the trustee can still try to foreclose, but watch this. Wake up. Doesn't matter if all of the investors give their permission to foreclose on the note, comma, you can't use the non-judicial foreclosure process to foreclose on a security. Stop listening. You can't use the non-judicial foreclosure process. The speedy foreclosure process does not apply. Okay, it has nothing to do. Let me correct it. Wake up. It has nothing to do with a security instrument. It has everything to do with the mortgage being a security. Comma, the Non-Judicial Foreclosure Act is not applicable to foreclosing on a security, only a security interest, which means it's inapplicable, which is why the Supreme Court said it is a rebuttable presumption that every note is a security because they are non-foreclosable under the Foreclosure Act. Under the stop the thing. Understand your position on this thing, that the mortgage itself, when it becomes a security, cannot be foreclosed on through the non-judicial foreclosure process at all. Not because of jurisdictional conflict, but because the foreclosure statute simply does not apply to securities. Thank you. The non-judicial foreclosure statutes apply to security interests in real property, not to securities. They do not apply to securities as defined in federal law and securities law. You cannot use the non-judicial foreclosure process to foreclose on a security. Don't you people get this? Stop letting them take your homes. You've been bringing the wrong arguments. Hopefully, hey.